Okay, in this video here, you see that there's a group of children all together. So a group of faces, and a lot of the faces are going in different directions. So we're going to have ovals that are going in different directions. I'm going to apply the same principle to each one of these faces that I've always shown you in how to draw a face. I want to see their ovals. I want to see the direction of their ovals. I want to see the lines and how the lines from the eyes, the nose, and the mouth are spaced. I'm also thinking of how are all these shapes related to each other? How far is this face from that face? Where does the arm go? How does it look like it's going around the neck? I'm thinking of all of those things. And in a drawing like this, as you remember, where there's a lot of stuff, I always want to start out with quick sketching just to kind of lay some stuff out and see where it's at. So take a look at that picture and you see where everything is, and then you're going to watch me quickly lay this in and then turn my quick sketch into this picture that you see here. It's going to be quickly, it's going to be sketchy, but it just gives you an idea of how you can take a lot of stuff and very quickly lay it down. So watch this. Is going to be quick. I'm not going to take a whole bunch of time at all, and just laying in basically what I see, and I'm guessing along the way. But I've done this enough time to where my guessing is getting to where sometimes it's pretty good, sometimes it's horrible, but more often than not, my guessing is pretty good now. So I got it laid out in general, just that quick. What was that, 10 seconds maybe? Better for me to find out in 10 seconds whether I like what I see or not than for me to take an hour and then find out that I don't like it. So you see how I've got my pencil held. I'm still in sketch mode. I'm not all of a sudden going to switch this pencil and start to be real particular and real perfect, because I still want to see is, do I have the makings of a good drawing? Do I have things in the right place? I can still find out that it's not quite right. So, but now I'm being a little bit more careful. I'm trying to mimic the direction that those heads are going in. So you see how much different the direction of that one is from the other three? And now from there I can go in and fill in that space between that head and the head below it, where she has her arm around her neck. But those three heads, if they're right, that's going to help me to place all of the rest of the shapes around it. And it's just going to make sense. It's going to look right. So you saw what my initial quick 10-second sketch looked like. And now you get to see, this is another opportunity for you to watch me turn those very quick, simple shapes into something that looks kind of like what I'm trying to draw. And it can give you some confidence that you can do the same thing. But practice it. Practice the quick sketching. Don't worry about what it looks like. If I showed you some of my quick sketching, you didn't know I could draw, you'd swear that I couldn't draw. But they're practice. That's all it is. It's practice to help you see better, to help your eye and your hand to be more coordinated with one another. So now you see I'm to the point to where now I'm going to start to divide those faces up. So I'm not putting it in the middle because that person's head is kind of turned. So you see my middle line is now over towards the right on that face. And it's a little bit over to the right on that one too, but maybe closer to the middle on that one. So I'm looking at that picture, and I'm trying, and I'm just laying in more information so that when I really do get ready to start to try to make this thing look believable, I've built it up step by step, and I've made my job easier and easier along the way. I won't draw that oval and then all of a sudden stop and go right to trying to draw a perfect eye. Go ahead and continue to lay out where things go first. So you see, in general, I've got it laid out already. And it's looking okay. All the different directions of the heads look right. And so I feel like I'm good to go. I could actually, if I wanted to, switch now. But I don't want to see how I'm doing chicken scratch there? You don't do it that way. You just go ahead and just lay it in. Chicken scratch is not how I did that. That's how I would do it. I just go ahead and just be deliberate and lay it in and draw it and be done with it, and then move on to the next step. Very fast. Get it done. Let the practice work for you. Let it be what it is. If it's quick sketching, then quick sketch and don't worry about what it looks like. Too often we want it to be perfect. But you see how I had my hand open. Just lay the pencil on your hand and just close your hand on the pencil. And then at that point, you can move your fingers any way you want.